everybody. This is MONSTROSITUS X, and you're watching God of the Comics. And this is another drawing video. I'm going to do some more work here on Ferret and see what I can get done. I'm going to work on his vest, his tactical vest, and his weapons. I'm going to get that done today. And then work on his head, get his arms and everything in there more precise. And then work on Pogo back here, Bongo. Work on Bongo. Work on him. Probably see what kind of different types of tactical things I could put on him. Yep, but for now, let's just get to it, baby. All right. All right. This is where I left off yesterday. After I finished with the video, I went in, and what happened was I was sitting here watching some other videos or streams, and what happened was I was looking and looking and looking, and I realized that I lost a little bit of what I was creating here. Now, be patient with me. Okay. What I realized is that between these two, right? Okay, let me get it to the reasonable same size facsimile. Let me see, get him up here and move him over a bit. Teeny bop bop. Okay, now let me see. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just how I did it was what was bothering me. It's not how I did it. It was bothering me. I was watching and looking at it, and the intent of creating him was to have this long body, right? And hold on a second, just let me see. Let me just get in here and pull up my boy. Okay. Here's Ferret, right? And back then, it was cool. I created this long-bodied dude, and I was, infatuated with him and everything like that. And, because he was what I wanted, the nice, long, thin body. So when in creating this, I found that I had achieved what I wanted, but for some reason I found it was what I wanted, but still not quite there. For some reason, it just kept bothering me, especially when after switching the body, moving the chest more straight forward, or you could say more towards his left side, and for some reason I wasn't feeling the same length. It's the same length. I didn't change the length at all, but I don't know, something with the width of the shoulders helped to make the body feel more stunted. And I'm not sure if I'm doing right with this, but I took a chance on extending just to see what it looked like. And I'm gonna finish. I posted this. I like it better, but let me do a little bit of work on this and see if I can get it to a more completed state. That way, when I'm looking at, hey, bitch mode. What a bitch mode, bitch mode. Okay. All right. Okay, Panky. Okay, Panky. Okay, so, man, I'm gonna have to get better and fast because I've been seeing a lot of art getting out there, bro, and my stuff is not competing with that. And I need to feel that I can compete with anything. So yeah, so we need to get better. And I'm glad I'm coming in here every day because this is what I need, man. I need to be getting better. And being that I haven't been drawing in so many years regularly, this 4-hour stream that I pulled yesterday, or not a stream, but that 4-hour video really let me know that I'm off my game big time. It shouldn't have took me 4 hours to, geez, I should have got a whole drawing done in that time. So yeah, that let me know that I got work to do, and I'm glad that I got in here and I started. I'm glad because I need this. I can't go out like this. Can't go out like that, bro. So I'm glad that I'm in here finally. I've been saying for the longest time that I'm going to start drawing again more regular, that I have to get in on a daily regime of drawing. And now it's happening. So yeah, this is the good stuff, baby. And I'm appreciating that I'm moving forward with what I know I need to do. It doesn't help anything if you know something that you need to do and you never get around to doing it. But I wasn't motivated, man. That's what it was. Wasn't motivated, and everything about art is your mentality. Everything. So for me, that's what it came to, because I the losses over the last few years since my mom's and my dog. That's the only friend or family I really got now. So I guess I was feeling a little sorry for myself too. And then you get into this a habit. That's what it was. People get into habits, man, and I think I have a bit of an addictive personality anyway. A little bit. I'm not. I've done all kinds of drugs, dust, crack, cocaine, mescaline, all kinds of stuff back in the days, and I never had to go to no rehab center. I just quit when I got tired of it, and I realized it was time. I didn't want to spend my money like that anymore, and I just quit. Stopped going around to those places, doing those things, and just quit. So, but when I like something, you know what I mean? When I like something, I go for it. I try to do as much of it as I can. I don't shy away and say, "Oh, this is not meant for." No, if I want to do something and I like joy in something, I do it. I wish I could do some mescaline right now because I just don't know where to get that shit no more. But yeah, man. Uh, so I had some good times with that. But anyway, um, it shouldn't have taken me this long, and I shouldn't be struggling. But it's because of the lack of of consistency. I haven't drawn in years, so that lack of consistency. I'm not used to seeing my work. I'm not used to drawing my lines in and all those little secrets and tricks that people gain over the years to make their pencils. You can see that I have a grasp on anatomy, but it's see all of these little lines. Hold on, let me find another layer. I don't want to. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna delete that anyway. Let me do that now. Let me do that now. Delete all of this stuff because that's gone. Never again. No, no, never again. No. Undo. Almost cost me my whole thingy. Okay. Okay. All right. Now that's gone. Okay. All right. Now there's lines. There are lines on your character that you get accustomed to drawing, like all of these rib lines, all these intricate rib lines. Keep forgetting my pencil. All these intricate, all these little rib lines in here, like that, and knees like that. All of this stuff are stuff that I used to do quick because I knew exactly where I wanted them, exact distance apart. You see all of this here? I messed up in here already. But okay. So this would be, but like I said, all this. Right? So then here, there's the abdominals that come in from here. Swoop, and then there's a swoop, and then a swoop, then a swoop, and a swoop, and a swoop. You know, and it's a routine. It's a routine, and it overlays. One overlay on the outside, one comes in, you know, and you get used to that. And it gets hard when you don't remember your routine. And that's what you saw me struggling with. These rib lines and these oblique lines go in a certain order, and then you gotta have your abdominals come in, and then you sweep that in, and abdominals, sweep that in, the abdominals, and it creates a form, and this makes things easier. It makes things easier, and I lost all these years of not doing the work, putting in the regular work. It creates a lack of hand-eye coordination. You're not used to seeing what you're drawing, and so you struggle. You struggle to gain these things, and what used to take you a half an hour to accomplish is taking you 3 or 4 hours because you're not used to seeing the form. And just like when I talk about how I don't like when the elbows on some characters are in the wrong position. There are guys, the bicep is always opposite from the elbow. If your arm is down this way, is your, and then his muscle come up in there, there's a joint in between, and then here's your tricep, here's your elbow, and not the tricep, your forearm, and your forearm will come straight down like this, like that, right? So what you would have is okay. So what you have here is this goes into the pec. This goes up here. So when you rotate, the bicep is always on top, always opposite from the elbow, always. Because what happens is you can rotate this way, you can rotate this way, and you can rotate that way. But it rotates right here in the forearm, right? I mean, yeah, right in the forearm and in the joint right here and right here, because there's two bones. One comes from the bottom, so where your elbow, and one comes up at the top, right? This bottom bone is where your elbow is. It never rotates. Your wrist rotates right here, but down here never rotates. Up here possibly rotates slightly along with this. So when you rotate your wrist, your joints are really turning right in here and right in here. Not here. Right here does not rotate. So when you rotate your elbow to turn your elbow up or down or whatever, it rotates in the shoulder. The arm rotates in the shoulder. So you can't rotate your elbow up and down and around by just turning your wrist. You have to rotate it in the shoulder. So it's always going to be opposite. Your elbow is always going to be opposite your bicep. So when people put their arm, like, have the shoulder here, and then they have the arm come up here, and then the elbow up on top, and then put the hand down like this, and he's got his hand like this, and he got his thumb out there like this, and his bicep is there. The elbow is here, and the bicep is here. His shoulders here, his back, and his head. You see, his chest. You can't rotate only but a certain amount. You rotate with your arm up like this, it can only rotate a certain amount. It can only rotate a certain amount out and in. So it's the same rotation. There's very slight rotations in the body, and that's what I was showing you with these two drawings. Not this one, but this one. It is just a slight rotation that turned everything. And those slight rotations are my pet peeves. But mostly I have those pet peeves with the elbows and the knees. People don't know how to rotate. It only rotates in the your knee. You can't rotate your leg. You can only rotate it in your hip socket. Your knee socket can't. So you can't rotate. You can rotate your foot slightly. Your foot rotates slightly, but that's because there's two bones in your calf also, and it's under the same principle as the wrist. Without the bones in your knee, this is your knee and your leg, is attached to the hip, right? That's your. This is your knee, and there's your calf. Nope, it's too big. Here's your calf, right? Here's your calf, and here's your foot. Right? You can't rotate your foot this way and this way. You can rotate your foot this way and that way, but very little. Maybe just about from here to there. And most of that turns right here in your shin, because again, there's two bones. There's one right here in the front, and then I think there's one in the front that comes from the outside, and then there's one that goes towards the back, I think. I'm not 100%. I'm not a skeleton person. I'm a muscle dude. I'm just recently learning about the skeletal anatomy because I'm creating these cloth figures, and I needed to create the skeleton. So that's when I started learning. But I've always known about the rotation of your joints. Just from trying to figure it out in the mirror when I'm learning to draw years and years ago. This has been a pet peeve of mine for years, witnessing drawings where people are putting their elbows and all types of. There's a guy who has an Indiegogo campaign, but I'm not going to blow his campaign up or his art up because he's a dude. He's got a few campaigns under his belt, but he's not a professional from one of the big two who's already well established and everybody knows who he is. If he was one of those guys, then I'd pull up one of his drawings and I'd show you exactly what I'm talking about. But being that he's a dude that's still struggling trying to gain ground, I'm not gonna put any type of information out there that's gonna harm his campaign in any type of way. So I won't discuss things that I see as a flaw in his art. So it's not just him, it's other people too that I've seen, but and they're, like I said, these guys are all indie guys, so I'm not gonna blow them up. This is something I'm trying to show you my art, and maybe you'll pay attention from here on out and you'll see this is to benefit them too, as well as anybody. Mostly it's to benefit artists, anybody who's learning to draw. If you want to, you got to learn rotating different parts of the body and the joints, and as well as the torso. The torso rotates too. This is why you have to learn how to have these lines. You're supposed to draw lines, have these lines through your character that depict their emotion, have that energy. And this is why I did what I did with Ferret, because I was trying to put some more energy into his pose. And this is why I changed the body position. This is why I did that, and yeah, this is why I changed the body positions and everything that I did with this to add more energy, to make it look better. But I've been looking at some of these guys, and I'm an old time artist, and I haven't been using comic books, so everything's been coming straight out of my head for the last long time. And now I'm going to be getting back into my comics and everything and having all of these references. Oh, let me show you these 10,000 pictures. I know I got 10,000 names in my Bible, and I got 10,000 photos on my hard drive, but it's the truth. I'm not trying to bull crap you. These are all references that I've collected from, deviant art, CG Society, all kinds of different art uh, locations. There's some nudes in here, but I'm gonna try not to. Those are my cloth skulls. These are all my cloth skulls. Oh, here's one of the dudes that I did with the teeth. You see the plastic? Here's one of my cloth figures, and he has the teeth put in. I gotta finish. I tried to cover it up so that you couldn't see the jawbone mechanism that allows the jaw to open and close. That's why that's all tied up like that. But this plastic, that's what I'm using for the teeth. And you can see that I made the eye sockets there. And that was a mistake. I shouldn't have did that because it made it. See how it's collapsing over here? That's all because of that weakness. Start cutting the holes. So I'm going to save that for last. That's the last thing I'm going to do is start putting holes into the character. And no more with this plastic stuff. This plastic stuff is gone. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. Everything is going to be, from now on, it's going to be cloth. Cloth. So, yeah, I got a whole lot of these paintings. Let me see. How do I go back? Okay. Here we go. But yeah, there's a whole lot of paintings and digital painting. A lot of stuff from that I was collecting just for color examples, layout examples, all types of just different things that I could use to improve my art. Because I don't know the things like these guys. I don't know if I could show all of these guys' art. I'm gonna take a chance. I'm not trying to make money off of it, and I'm not claiming any of these of my own. It's just art that I've gotten off of these different websites that I plan on using to help me with my composition, my lighting, all of these things. And this is why I draw the way I do, these big standing poses and stuff like that. Well, no, I was drawing like that before that. I'm going to start doing more comic book type depictions and things like that. But yeah, you can see that I like a lot of muscularity, and this guy's pretty good. I like what this guy's achieved with his art. I'm trying to do this with mines and try to figure out how to paint like this. So this is all of these types of things. These are kind of really abstract. They're monster faces, but they're mostly abstract. I don't know what's going on with this grid here. Something's wrong. Maybe it's too many pictures and it can't handle it. I don't know. I don't really care either. But it's not destroying the picture. It's just the program is having a hissy fit. Maybe because there's too many pictures. 10,000 pictures. Gosh darn. So yeah, nice design. This is for my demonic female. I want to have, see, she got monsters all around her demon creatures. Well, that's her kind of demon creatures. Mine's I gotta make sure I have my scaly reptile type skin with their horns coming off of them. And then my girl has to be dressed all badass. I have to get her armor and all of these things put onto my character. So yeah, I'm not gonna stay on here long, not at all. Just showing you some ideas. Look at the huge horns on this guy, and he's got hooks for hands. This is a crazy looking dude. Crazy, nice design. And I don't know, every time I get in here, my nose, it's like I gotta start sniffling and doing all of this, clearing my nostrils. Every time. It's like I got some kind of allergy. Well, I'm just showing you a little bit because I got all kinds of drawings. I'm sure I have information because I know I was collecting and trying to write down the titles and the artist's name and everything. But sometimes I didn't get everything. But this, you can see this Chase Stone right here in the corner. So that's the artist, I'm presuming. Not all of them. Everyone is a different artist. There's a different dude down here. I'm sorry if I'm leaving out your names, but I'm not interested in giving y'all shout outs. Not that I'm trying to take credit. These are not my art. This is not my art. None of these are my art. These are just things that I intend to use for inspiration and lighting, color, all of these things that I'm trying to learn. And like I said, I was trying to paint. I was learning how to paint, and all of these things are images that I needed to have in order to perfect my art. That's all. I'm not stealing anybody's stuff. Not interested in anything like that. Oh, this guy looks vicious. I like that. I have stuff in here that I don't like too much, but I found something about it that I thought I could learn from. You see how his arms are? Oof. Oof. I don't like that. That's not what a forearm looks like. That's not what an elbow looks like. That arm looks like a tree trunk. Looks like a tree trunk. So just because a person can paint, that doesn't mean he can draw. Oh, I shouldn't be talking bad about homie. He can paint better than me. Nice designs, man. Nice. Make you think. Look at all of this energy inside. It makes you think, man. When you start your creative process, it makes you think. That's what I need. This guy's got some good art. I like the way he does his thing. All right, yeah, this guy, let me do a little, wow, this guy's good. It's knowing where to highlight stuff. Put all of these light stuff in. Color values and all of that. This just comes with practice, man. I gotta practice. That's all. I think I know what I have to do. I just gotta practice it now. Put everything that I think I've learned to use. And even if I don't know for sure what I've learned, how will I know unless I try? If I try to do something with it, if you never do anything with it, you'll never know. And if you never know, you can never do shit. You never achieve anything. You never achieve what you want. So, and that's where I was. Not gonna be achieving anything, person. Because I stopped drawing. I gave it all up just because I gradually lost myself in helping other people. Helping my dog, helping my moms. I lost myself. And that's what happens. Sometimes you lose yourself, and now I'm trying to gain myself back. I'm trying to get back to who I was, my art, because I saw something that I can do. EVS and your boy Zach, who had no comic book experience before, just like me, he's got a book out. He's got several books out. So if he could do it, I could do it. I have stories, and I don't know if they're better than his. It's not really important if they are or not. I can draw too. So, and I'm going to be coloring, so I'm like a multiple threat in this comic book thing. I might not be as good and as dynamic as some as the other artists that I've seen, but we don't know that yet for sure either, because I haven't shown my full potential in any way. So what I've done here is, let me show you. I say I have thousands of paintings here. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me shrink it back down a little bit just so that you can see a little better. And this will go a little faster. Now you see how long this, look down over here in the corner, in this right hand side, you see how long this bar is. Now all of these are my pictures. Look at all of those, and there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Thousands, there's a few hundred right there going by, and another few hundred right there, and it's all like, and look how far down the side we are. We haven't even begun. We only like a quarter of the way down, and look at all of that. That's probably a few thousand went by. But this is what I'm talking about. Just look at all of these. This is all speeded up so that you can see. Yeah, man. That's not 10,000 pictures. I'm telling you. Ooh, all the way back to 98. It's June 70. That's bullshit. But 98. That's back with my first early downloads of things. And it just goes on and on. I got clouds in here so that I can put clouds in my paintings. I was doing all kinds of references. Everything is a reference. Automobiles. I got all kinds of classic cars. All kinds of different cars, classic cars, all types of ships, all types of things in here. Character development, architectural, environmental, everything is in here. Everything. Everything that I could think of that I might need to learn so that I could draw. I try to put it in here. See the different ships and people's faces, and all kinds of robotic stuff, all kinds of character, animals, you name it, statues, classic art, water, everything, dragons, anything that you could think of, man, I have it in here. If it's digital art, fantasy, anything like that, it's in here. And like I said, that's specifically for me to learn. You must learn. So, yeah. All right, let's get back to this. It's 10 o'clock. Damn, hour's gone already. So we're not going to be here forever. We're going to get back in here and we're going to do some drawing. And tactical vest. And get rid of bongo. And here we go. Now let's zoom in. And we're going to get his vest on here. We're going to redo the vest. Redo. Redo, do, 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 do. Boop, boop, boop. Wow, wow, wow. Banana, 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 banana. Boom, 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 boom. Banana, banana, banana. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. That's the Pink Panther people. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-dum, Okay, time for the rest. Oh, lonely island, keep careful watch of my brother's soul. And if the sky should fill with fire and smoke, keep watching over during suns. Boom, 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 bing, bing. If this is to end in fire, then we should all burn together. What's the flame behind into the night? Falling our Father, oh, fast and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. High, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And if we should die tonight, and we should all die together, raise a glass of wine for the last time, calling our Father. Oh, prepare and we will watch the plane. Prepare as we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky, and I see fire burning ding dong inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire hollow and slow. I see fire burning the trees. Oh, you know the silver city burning, and I see fire, feel that heat upon my skin. And I see fire burn over and on the mountainside. I see fire burn over and on the mountainside. And I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire hollow and soul. I see fire I see fire. Feel that heat upon my skin. Oh, misty eyes, alone. He cared for much of my brother's soul. And if the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over enduring suns. If it's the wind and the fire, then we should all learn to burn together. As the flames burn high into the night, calling our Father, oh, stand by and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. If we to die tonight, and we can all die together, raise a glass of wine for the last time, calling our Father, hold fast and we will watch the flames burn over and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky, and I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the tree. I see fire hollow and soul. Burning every, and I hope that you remember me. We should die tonight, and we should all die together. Raise a glass of wine, high for the last time, calling our Father. Oh, prepare and we will watch the flame burn over and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky, and I see fire inside the mountains. I see fire burning the trees. I see fire hollow and soul. see fire burning in the breeze, and I hope that you remember me. Ooh. Okay. Now there's gonna be some little straps here. Right here on the end of this right here. Over that time, going over. Hold fast and we will watch the flame burn over on the mountain's high. Okay, now this is going to be a sack, a bag, clip. Okay, it's going to come down straight down like this. And then this one's going to come down like this. Another clip pouch. And this is going to be flinging out like this. For the time. And then there's a strap hanging from here with a little clip on it. This one goes back behind that one. The palm sky, and I see fire inside, and I see fire, and I see fire. I know it's all see fire.
And I hope that you remember me. Cause if the night is burning, I will cover my eyes in the dark returns, and my brother will die. Sky is falling down, running to the slowly town. Shadow upon the ground, hear the people screaming out. I see fire inside, outside looking clear, shrinks looking, expand, invest. What the fuck is invert? Invert. Okay. Now I want to flip this motherfucker. First I want to copy. Copy. Now I want to paste. let's see if I... Okay, let me see. I gotta flip this. Flip this along the horizontal toe. Flip it. Lap it up, flip it. No! How's it flipping the whole thing? Hold on, man. Okay. This is supposed to be just this. Let me see. Layer. Any flipping? I can't rotate. Mask layer. Already duplicated that. Already copy pasted. Now how do I flip? Let me flip it. Okay. Let's see if I can do it like this. Bye. 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 Now, let's see. Nope, still the same thing. It's flipping everything. Flipping everything. Okay. Alright, so being that that's not gonna happen right now, let me see. Let's see what I can do with this now. No. Hold on. Maybe I could transform. I could choose. Knock it up, flip it, move it down. Maybe I can flip it. Feel the heat upon my skin. I shortened it up on that side because the body's supposed to be rotated a little bit to that side, so that handle might be a little shorter. Matter of fact, This one should be curved. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna curve this like this. And bring that like that. And then this is gonna be more rounded right here. And then same thing over this way. So we'll get some different ratio aspects. See? Now that gives a little different dimensions. Some different dimensions. This one's a little bit too big, yeah? Let me see. Let's try to take that down some. Take that off a little. And then what we're gonna do is hit this up again. Booyaka! And just a little bit smaller. That's better. All right. Okay. I should have just drew it instead of all of this. It would have been much faster. But I need to learn some of this stuff too. So I really do. Comes in handy to know. Okay. Let me merge this down. That's what I'm going to do. Weapons. Merge. Merge layer. No, that's too many. Okay. Okay. Merge. What's this? Yeah. Combine selected layers. Gee. Meh. See? Now they both should be. Meh. Meh. See? Meh. Meh. Yeah. Okay, let me erase this a little bit. Meh. Alright. Now that's behind that. And this is behind that. A little shadow over here. Oops. A little pixel. A little shadow over here. And we got some business. Shadow over here. Almost this. Because this handle is up underneath. Yeah. Like that. Come find a mountain, hold it. Go too close to the flames. Then gotta have a gun. See how it looks a little. It looks a little better when the color is bumped. You kind of could see, yeah. Kind of now I just got to get rid of all of that musculature behind the vest. And yeah, yeah. See. I think what I'm gonna do is trace this bitch and make a duplicate and then fill it in, put it right behind there. That way it'll block it. That way I don't have to, even though I already have a separate layer, I can always take it off, see, have them like this, show them in different states, get rid of that. Have like a t-shirt on. Maybe I'll have a t-shirt on them. T-shirt, or some kind of a tight tactical shirt. And with his collar, have a high collar. Have a high collar up here like this. Sky's falling down. Shadow upon the ground and feet upon the flound and going down around. You see? You have a black tactical shirt on. So all of this is going to be lights and darks. See right here, let me see, let me find another layer to play with. Let's play with this. Right here, all of this is going to be darks and lights. Because you're going to have like a tactical t-shirt, black tactical shirt on. Like a black tactical shirt on all over. This right here would be tactical. This would be a tactical shirt. Same thing here. And then you would do the same for the neck. Why is it getting so dark now? Keep it consistent, baby. Keep it consistent. Now it looks all fucked up. But that's basically, this will be all black. And this vest will be a black, maybe a gray with a black highlights, or black with gray highlights. Maybe the shirt would be a darker blue or something like that. That's the intent. You can get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. So he's got his clips, he got his knife. He's gonna need a holster. He's gonna need a holster. Where's his weapons? Where's his weapons? You don't need no copy. Okay. See how much time you got on this papa? I'm gonna be here too long, and I know that as time just goes by. It's not that bad. Hour 18. Cool. I figure I'd do another hour, hour and a half, something like that. Climb the mountain home, go too close to the flame. Do do do. I myself is kitchen. And the right from the left, my hand from the nose. You missed it. Do 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 on my own. Oh. Okay, let's fade that out. Okay. He has his tactical vest. He's gonna have his tactical vest. And got his clips. Oh, he needs his rifle. He needs his rifle. He's gonna have butt. So his rifle is gonna be over here. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I like you like that. Let's get that right angle. This right better right here. This one right here. Get this angle. Oops. This angle. I've got angle. Hand over. I guess I'm going to be doing a lot of hand over fist jokes from heavy metal. Because I say that because art and drawing is about angles, positions, different things like that. So every time I need to hit a right angle, I'm gonna think of that. Not a right right angle, but the perfect angle. The angle. Okay. And then this is gonna have a barrel coming down here like this. And that's gonna do 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 do. I was born a woman sensitive and warm in the head. Sure. And so much more. Oh, to me, running, rocking me, stop. Up above 11, you got me back down to this cold, cold world. To me, running, rocking me, stop. Up above 11, you got me back down to this cold, cold world. Making fire seem like a star. Where did it go? Where did it go? So mine there. Oh, have a mother melon, you got me up down to the floor. Where did it go? It's why I think you were overnight. Love to stone as cool as I'll never know. Take me right in. Misa, mother Mary, let me back down to school. baby, rocket love. Oh. Mm-hmm. 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 All I do is think about you. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Tap, boom. You made my soul a burning fire. You're getting to be my one desire. You're getting to be all that matters to me. Let me tell you, girl, I can do everything and pray that you always feel this way. And pray that I love you forever. Be new. I just think about you. Oh, baby, I think about you. I think about you. Ooh, yeah, baby, I think about you. Ooh, baby, just suppose I should happen to cross your mind. Your mind. And by some chance, some boy like me, you really been trying to find. Let me tell you, girl, I light a candle every day and pray that you'll always feel this way. And pray that our love will forever be new. And tell you, girl, if I cannot have you for my own, I'd rather be lonely and all alone. I'd rather keep thinking the way that I do, because all I do is think about you. Ooh, oh, baby, I think about you. I think about you. Yeah, baby. Hey, and pray that you always feel this way. And pray that our love will forever be new. Tattoo girl, if I cannot have you for my own, I'd rather be lonely and all alone. I'd rather keep thinking the way that I do, 'cause all I do is think about you. Oh, oh, baby, think about you. Think about you. Yeah, baby. About you. Ooh. Baby, suppose it happened to cross your mind. By some chance, a boy like me, you really been trying to find. What would take, girl? I'd light a candle every day and pray that you'll always feel this way. Pray that our love will forever be new. If I can have you for my own, I'd rather be lonely, alone. I'd rather think in the way that I do. 'Cause all I do is think about you. Oh, baby, is think about you. Think about you. Yeah, baby.
Call from Miller Blackville. Call from Miller Black.
Hello. Hello, baby. I'm back. All right, people. Let's see. I forgot to delete this. I have to delete this. Cause disruption. Gotta put that on a different layer. But I didn't. Thinking the way that I do. Okay. He's gonna need some kind of strap on his leg. I think I'm gonna need to bring a belt up here. Yeah, baby, lucky like that. Yeah, baby. baby. Okay, I think I'm a little tired. It's time to go in a break. Hour and 50 minutes. I think I'm gonna call it a break. I'll come back later. I'm a little weary. I need some water. Gotta go get some water and stuff. Come back and think about this. I think that leg is a little too thick. I need to thin it down some. Just a little narrower. Other than that, it's cool. I'm liking it so far though. Let's see what it looks like from a distance. With his gun, his clip belt, his vest. It's gonna look better once I black out the abdominal, white out the abdominals and erase the abdominals and the pecs. A little muscularity behind the vest and make it a solid vest. And then same thing with that. And now the weapons. Knife and the guns, knives and guns. I had to put a gun in his hand. Man, son. Man. Not bad. Not bad. And once I get the tactical weapon, the gear on, he'll be looking complete. Get his boots on. Yeah, I think I'm pretty well set. I'll let the big dude in the back have the big gun belts and stuff like that. See, that's the only thing about a superhero. It's the thing about a superhero with a gun belt, one of those big belts that has all the bullets around it. Now, if you have a character that has all these bullets wrapped around him, and he has futuristic weapons, it's gonna come off crazy to try and explain why he's got those bullets, what they're used for. It's just for decoration. I think I've seen that someplace before, but we'll see. We'll see when we get ours finished. Put it out there. Let people judge. See, they can determine for themselves. I like it. I'm gonna come back later, a couple of hours, and try to do the face. I want to get the neck and the face done. And I'm gonna come back and copy that layer with the vest. And double up on that layer, and the second layer I'm gonna white it out. Matter of fact, I could do that shit right now. Boom, 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 shigga, boom, 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 shigga, boom, 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 shigga, boom, boom, boom. Weapons. Okay, let me see. Crazy. Baby. Let me see. Close. Duplicated layer. Duplicate that layer. Duplicate this layer. We're gonna put this down here. And then what we gonna do? We gonna go back in the time. No baby. Boom, boom. No. see? Just like that. A little white. And you see? Now all I have to do is tactically get rid of that. You see? That's how we do. That's how we do. That's how we do. That's how we do. Now let me see. I'm gonna have to do the same thing for the clips. Do the same thing for the clips. Make sure I get those whited out and put that in. Same thing for the belts, little straps. I'm gonna come back in and do this more clearly. See, say the name, say the name. Let me see. No. Undo. That's going. It's not closed in. That's what happens. It's not closed in. It's not closed in. It's not closed in. Have to make sure it's totally sealed. Sealed off. Can't be done it. It's too light. Yeah. It's too light. It has to be closed in. Can't be too thin. It has to be dark enough. Like these. It has to be dark enough. So we're gonna undo. Say the name. Say the name. And then put this in here. See, so we can see how that works. We're gonna do the same thing with the clothes. Wait on me, stay on me. Nothing change. Say the name, say the name. And then we're gonna come back in here. We're gonna do the same thing with that. Do the guns and the knife. And let's see what we could do. Got our weapons. Got our tactical vest. Got our tactical vest. Got to save these, keep these together for now. Just in case I want to remove it. Can prove it. Hey, I can merge these down. I don't need to keep them separate. We're gonna leave it like this for now. We leave it for this, like this for now. We're gonna leave it like this for now. And we can see his tactical vest. Got his clips, got his gun, got his knives, holster for his pistol. Gonna have a pistol in the hand, and the boots. And get that face done, man. Make move the bongo. Do the same thing with him. Put a gun in his hand. Put some guns. Okay. I'm gonna call this a stream, a video, and that's that. Okay, 2 hours. So, all right, people. This is the MONSTROSITUS one. I'll be back later. Some more work on FERRET and the bounty hunters. The bounty hunters. This is going to be by the weekend. Hopefully, this will be finished. I gotta put more hours in and work this bad boy. Work it. So, all right, people.
This is the Goddamn and Goddamn Comics, and we're out. See you in a few.